Please don't forget to subscribe and comment. I never thought I'd share something like this on Reddit, but I guess that's what the anonymity is for. People say it's just a hookup if it starts the way ours did. But this story turned into something else, something real, something that still leaves me breathless just thinking about it. It started last summer. I had just moved into a new apartment in Austin, Texas, for a remote job I'd landed after years of struggling in the corporate world. The new place was quiet, had a rooftop garden, and best of all, it was all mine. I was single again, healing from a breakup that had left me numb and cynical. Then one evening, while grabbing a delivery order from the front desk, I saw her. A woman, maybe mid-20s like me, stood in front of the mailboxes, her long auburn hair pulled up in a messy bun, skin glowing like she'd just come back from the sun. She was wearing bike shorts and a cropped tank, sweaty from what I guess was a run. Her name was Ashley. I caught it when the concierge handed her a package. She smiled when she noticed me glancing. Hot day, huh? Texas doesn't believe in moderation, I replied, smiling back. From that small moment, everything shifted. Over the next few days, we ran into each other more. Elevators, laundry room, rooftop. She always had this calm, magnetic energy, the kind that pulls you in slowly, but deeply. I offered to help her carry groceries one afternoon and ended up in her apartment, sipping lime water while her Spotify playlist played soft R&B in the background. That day, I learned she was a freelance photographer, originally from Colorado, who traveled often but wanted some roots. She had this way of talking, calm but expressive, that made me want to listen to her forever. I couldn't stop watching her lips when she laughed, or the way she'd play with her necklace when she got shy. It took only a week before we started spending nights together. Nothing about it felt rushed. It was like we'd known each other in another life. Our connection wasn't just physical, though that part was electric. We'd talk for hours before even touching, curled up on the couch or tangled in the sheets, sharing childhood memories, bad ex stories, and guilty pleasures. We'd sit on the rooftop and watch storms roll in, her head on my shoulder, fingers gently tracing my hand. The first night we kissed, I remember exactly what she said. You make me feel like I can breathe again. It wasn't just the kiss that made my heart race. It was the honesty in her eyes, the vulnerability in her voice. When our lips finally met, it was like two pieces that had been missing each other for too long finally found their match. Slow, searching, warm. That kiss led to a night I'll never forget. We didn't rush into anything. We moved with intention. She touched my cheek, and I held her waist. We breathed together. Her hands were soft, yet sure. We moved with the kind of chemistry that doesn't need explanation. Our bodies responded like they had waited for that moment all our lives. The sheets twisted around us. Our laughter echoed through the room. And when it was over, we didn't move apart. We stayed there, limbs entwined, hearts beating in rhythm. The next morning, she woke me with a gentle kiss on my neck and a coffee she made just the way I liked it. This is better than waking up alone, she said, sitting cross-legged on the bed in one of my shirts. That became our thing. Quiet mornings, late-night talks, spontaneous kitchen dances, and long walks that ended with holding hands and shy smiles. And every night when we touched, it felt brand new again. There was nothing rushed or over the top. It was warm, sensual, and real. Every sigh, every caress, every whispered word made me fall harder for her. Ashley had her flaws. She hated making plans, never answered texts right away, and had a habit of stealing all the blankets. But none of that mattered. Not when she looked at me like I was home. Not when she whispered my name like it was a promise. Then one day, after we'd spent a lazy Sunday watching movies and eating way too much takeout, she leaned over and whispered, I deleted my dating apps. I turned to her. Yeah. She nodded, because I already found what I was looking for. I didn't even realize I'd been holding my breath until then. I want you, Ashley, I told her, pulling her closer. Only you. She kissed me slow, her fingers tangling in my hair, and whispered, then take your time with me. All of me. And I did. We took each other in like art, eyes exploring, hands discovering. We moved in sync, heat rising between us with every touch and every look. The glow from the bedside lamp painted gold across her skin, and the way she said my name sent chills through my spine. We didn't need words. Our bodies spoke. But what I loved most was the way she looked at me afterward. Like I wasn't just someone she wanted, but someone she felt. She curled up beside me, traced my jaw with her fingertip, and said, "You're the safest place I've ever known." That night, and the many nights after, weren't just about passion. They were about intimacy, the kind that makes you feel seen, understood, and completely desired. The kind that lingers in your memory long after the moment is over. We didn't make a big announcement about becoming a couple. We didn't need to. We just knew. My apartment became hers. Her camera gear started showing up on my shelves, and my hoodies started disappearing into her closet. Our relationship wasn't perfect. We had disagreements about the future, about timing, about how fast we were falling. But even in our toughest moments, we never stopped choosing each other. One rainy evening, 6 months in, she came home drenched and frustrated after a canceled gig. I wrapped her in a towel, pulled her close, and she whispered, "Sometimes I still wonder if this is real." I kissed her forehead and said, "It's real. And it's ours." She smiled. "Then I don't need anything else." And neither did I. If you're reading this wondering if love can grow from a chance meeting, if something hot and sexy can also be deep and lasting, then take this story for what it is. A true Reddit relationship story that started with a glance and turned into a forever I never saw coming. And yes, she's still stealing all my blankets.